had a dream so big it made him feel all giddy. He loved UFC, the fights and the thrills, so he started a podcast to share all the chills. Oh, Dilly's on the mic with the final strike, talking UFC, NFTs all night. From the octagon to the blockchain, he's got the hype. Tune in, listen up, it's the final strike. Fights, every punch and kick, analyze the moves, every trick and flick, comparing each fighter, their strengths and flaws. Dilly's insights will leave you in awe. Oh, Dilly's on the mic with the final strike, talking UFC, NFTs all night. From the octagon to the blockchain, he's got the hype. Tune in, listen up, it's the final strike. Every punch and kick, analyze the moves, every trick and flick, comparing each fighter, their strengths and flaws. Dilly's insights will leave you in awe. Oh, Dilly's on the mic with the final strike, talking UFC, NFTs all night. From the octagon to the blockchain, he's got the hype. Tune in, listen up, it's the final strike. NFTs and fighters, a digital blend. Dilly's got the scoop, he's always on trend. From rare collectibles to the latest bout, the Final Strike podcast, there's never a doubt. Listeners from afar, they gather around for Dilly's insights, the best in town. With every episode, his fame would grow. The Final Strike podcast, the ultimate show. Even when the market's tough and times are lean, Dilly's resilience shines, he's always keen. Through highs and lows, he stands his ground. In the world of UFC, he's renowned. Oh, Dilly's on the mic with the final strike, talking UFC, NFTs all night. From the octagon to the blockchain, he's got the hype. Tune in, listen up, it's the final strike. So here's a Dilly and his podcast dream, bringing UFC and NFTs to the mainstream. With every word, he lights up the night. The Final Strike podcast, shining so bright.
What up, everybody? I'm pretty damn bright. Holy shit. Is it the screen? Man, bright as hell. Look like a fucking ghost. What's up, people? It's not even that sunny out today, too. I mean, it's cloudy, it's rainy, but I guess the sun is shining on the ghost diddly today, baby. What's up, folks? It's been a minute. It's been a little while. Hope everybody had a happy holiday. Merry Christmas. Got the new year coming up. So I know people are busy. People are traveling. People are with family. So if you're on today, appreciate you hopping on. Shouldn't be too long. It's pretty much going to be mainly strike. Kind of going to recap the year. And from there, get into a little bit of the, what we got coming up on the UFC's schedule coming into 2025. Going to have one giveaway, going to run 2 names at the end of the show. But I do have some giveies planned in Discord. So we'll start off with that TFSP in the chat. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, the burns are bringing the glow for sure. Faux show. Let me share my screen here. Get those TFSPs in the chat. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the video for your boy. Thank you, everybody, for popping in. What's up, Fubar? Wander Nook, Mr. Perez, Del Boy, Dark Vengeance, Trey, Father Figure. Appreciate you guys hanging out this morning. Mr. Glode came in with the Chama, as always. But yeah, so real quick, gonna get into Tampa Tampa. So I was blessed with tickets from Strike to head down to Tampa. I went with one of my buddies from work. And those fight nights, man, they deliver, but they deliver. If you haven't been to one, if you can get out to one, I definitely suggest you give it a try for sure. Because I mean, I've been to a few, but man, Tampa, the card itself was absolute banger from start to finish. It was insane. Great card to go to, and yeah, we'll get into a little bit. So obviously, we had weigh-in tickets. We weren't on the floor, but we were pretty much front row, right behind the media guys like MMA Junkie and all those dudes. It was a good time. Not too long though. Weigh-ins are always quick. Not too much happened after that. Did catch. We hung around a little bit just to see inside. We could have caught more fighters if we ran out right away, but ran out a little late. We caught Mr. Davey Grant on his way out. Got a quick pick with him. Very nice guy, very cool guy, and I was glad he won. Put some money on him too, and hit that one. And T-Rex, our boy T-Rex, back at it again after St. Louis. Boy, oh boy. So as you can see, the hat was flipped around again, just to see if he remembered me. So that's the first thing I said. I was like, "Hey, what's up, bro? Remember me from St. Louis?" And he looked at me. He's like, I turned my head around. He's like, bro, honestly, I was lit as fuck in St. Louis. I was like, oh my God, bro, come on. I was like, dude, you had a fight on Saturday. What are you talking about? I saw you on Friday. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty hilarious, bro. I was dead. But yeah, he was there chilling as always. He's cool, and he's a little bit more humble now for sure. Next day we had the meet and greet. Steamroller was there, T-Rex was there, and Energy was there the whole time. They were there pretty much with us, hanging out from like 4 to 7 when the fight started. So it was pretty dope. Finally got to meet the Steamroller after all of our back and forth and a lot of fun interactions on Twitter. So it was good to finally, meet him. And he was super cool, as you guys saw in Discord. Let me pop myself on here real quick. As you guys remember in Discord, I was giving away these rookie cards. So he actually was nice enough to sign bunch of these rookie cards for me. I had a bunch just in case, because I knew Billy Q was fighting. I was like, we might run into him. He's always cornering Billy Q. So I already gave away like 3 of these in Discord. I got 1 more left, and it's probably gonna be part of the last few giveaways in Discord. Yeah, for sure. He's definitely a cool dude. And I started having these guys. I had one of these prototype TFSP shirts. When I was first getting the samples, so I took it down there, and I had the few guys that were down there sign it. I don't know if you guys. That's Energy right there, and then you got T-Rex and Steamroller right there. Might be something I carry around and start having people sign it. We'll throw it on the wall at some point. But yeah, all very cool dudes, and yeah, it was a good time at the meetup. Also saw Coach Eric, Captain Eric America. He was out there chilling, hanging out with us a little bit. Funny ass dude. Dresses wild as hell for somebody his age. I gotta give it to him. Gotta give it to him. But it was a good time for sure. What else we got? Yeah, in the fight, these were our seats, man. We had some really good seats thanks to Strike. Pretty much, we were like 2 or 3 rows back from the front, right over here. We didn't have any. We weren't by any walk-ins, walkouts, or anything like that. But the view was perfect. I definitely have to say the view was great. We had a great vantage point. Didn't have no cameraman or nothing in our blocking our view. So it's good stuff. Faux show. Faux show. But yeah, it was a good time. It was a great time. We had a good group of people. Real good group of people. So I got to put some more names with faces in the community too. Met Rios, met Trey. Finally got to meet Trey's ass. And yeah, man, it was a good time. It was a good time. A couple guys I already met before. Always a good time seeing those guys. Never felt it. Weinberg. Met iCash, very cool dude as well. Alex was down there. It was a good time. We had a good group of people. After Dark Mark. Who else? Who else? Who else can I think of? Brad came through. Dave didn't show up. Mad about Dave not showing up. I'm gonna call him out for not showing up. We were in his backyard, baby. But Brad definitely showed up, came to the meetup. It was good to see him. And yeah, we had a good group, really good group. And the fights were solid, bro. The fights were solid. Fights were insane. So it was a good time. Weather was good too. I guess right when we left, it started raining out there. But man, the UFC ended off the year with a bang, and it was good to be live in attendance for it. Even though we got out of the arena at like 2 a.m., bro. It was a late one Eastern time because the main card started at 7 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, it was a long one, but they were good ass fights. So we were all awake pretty much the whole time. Didn't see nobody really snoozing, and it was packed from the first prelim to the last fight, bro. It was packed. So it's a good time, Tampa. Now, the burn challenge. So we got this Strikemas burn. It started last week. Pretty interesting stuff here. Pretty interesting stuff here. Burn any 5 moments to receive 1 Strikemas reward pack. The reward pack will contain 3 moments with a minimum of 1 new, currently unminted moment. So that means in order to get any new moments that are coming out, if you want to get first dibs on them, you're probably going to have to do some burning, right? So we definitely know some new moments are coming out. Let's see what we got. Let's see. I haven't really looked at anything. I'm doing it live with you guys. So the first moment, you get guaranteed a new common moment. So I guess they're definitely making us a new common. Second moment will be a common moment, either new or from inventory. So it could be another new one or an old one. And then the third moment will be one of 10 champs, 50 epics, 250 rares, and the remaining percentage is an even 50-50 split between uncommon and commons. Minimum 1 new uncommon moment minted for this distribution. So what do we got? Only new commons and possibly a few new uncommons. Yeah, so definitely new commons at the top level, but depending on how many burns add up, they'll start having to fill with possibly some uncommons here for the third moment. Each collector can complete this challenge multiple times for multiple rewards. For every 10 completions, which is 50 burn moments, you will receive a bonus pack. So pretty much every 50, instead of getting, 10, you'll get 11. So every 50, you get an 11th pack. So interesting. Will mint an additional 25% of Strikemas reward packs on top of the final completion number and distribute these to valued community members who have participated in challenges from July 1st through December 19th. So even if you don't burn and you completed challenges throughout the year, Based on what that final number is, you might still get a few of these packs airdropped to you for completing challenges throughout the course of the year. This challenge is running for a long time. So it started on the 20th of December and it runs to January 8th. So you got till January 8th to complete it. And yep, got to use the burn tool and probably be a little whiles away before we see these packs distributed here. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I like that they gave a nod to people who've completed challenges. That's a it's a nice, tip of the hat to the collectors or people who are completing challenges throughout the year. Um, if you don't want to burn your stuff and you're a collector, you don't like to burn shit, if you're always on the fence and you completed every challenge, maybe you get a nice little airdrop. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I do have Crip's burn tool running here. Takes a while. These burns are pretty intensive for sure. Takes a while for them to process through all this data. I started it probably like 20 minutes before I turned on the podcast, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it's done by the time we're done. But so far we're at so far from today to we're at Wednesday. We're at Christmas right now. Christmas Eve, Christmas night, the night of the 25th. That's where it's at right now. It's going backwards still. So we'll see. We'll see how far it goes along towards the end of it. But while this is running, we do have quite a few outstanding rewards, guys. Quite a few outstanding rewards. I'll pop up the marketplace here real quick while that's running. But we do have quite a few outstanding rewards, and I will list them all here for you. We got Jim Miller's Epic. We have DC's Champion. We have Jonathan Martinez's Uncommon. We have Rinya Nakamura's Common. We have Weidman's Epic. We have Nate the Train's Uncommon. And we also have Rampage's Slam. And on top of that, we'll be adding the Strikemas packs along with it. So yeah, a lot of rewards. I'm counting 8 moments that are pretty much waiting to be distributed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My bad, 7. 7 moments in the hopper that we're waiting on. So I don't know what happened. And I know also those 1-of-1 ultimates are on the way. People are waiting on those. They said they were supposed to mint those before these guys were, all these other challenge rewards were supposed to be minted. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. I mean, I don't know what the holdup is. We'll see. Maybe we'll find out some news early next week. Don't know. But yeah, those are all the outstanding. Let's get into the marketplace real quick just to wrap up the year. I will also talk a little bit about sets too. We'll take a quick peek at some sets here. And let's just start off. We'll start off with the tiers. So let's look at our champ floors towards the end of the year. People are either stacking up or getting ready for that champ club, year-end airdrop. So they were probably a little bit lower the last time I did this, maybe around the 250, 270, 230 range, I think. But now we're sitting at about 300, one S2, and a few S1s at the bottom. And your top dogs are Khabib and Francis. being your bottlenecks for each of their respective sets. Let's take a look at our epics. Come on. Takes a little while to load up. So Epic's been going up, down a little bit, but man, once they get used in challenges, people are, based on what's going on, seems kind of like things are winding down a little bit. Maybe Series 2 is coming to a wrap, so maybe people started getting their sets back in order. But looking at a $33 floor on our epics, and that's definitely not Carlos Sparza. That is Pantoja. The website just takes a while to load, and it's probably also because I'm running that burn tool. So there we go. Now we're all blue. And then at the top end, we got DP sitting at 600. Bobby Knuckles sitting at 500. He is the true bottleneck, so it's weird that he's sitting lower than this guy, but they're damn near the same price. Followed up by a couple $200 ones. Tommy Aspinall, Lewis, the low 100-ish guys. Gaethje, burn candidate. Marab, I believe, wasn't burned, or was he burned? I don't remember. No, he wasn't burned. But yeah, it's pretty heavy at the top end on those. Let's take a look at the rares. The rares have been, I think, coming around too. Hit this a few times, get them to load up. All right. So yeah, not too many fours left over here. Mostly fives and not too many fives at that. So you got about, yeah, I mean, they're creeping up. They're creeping up, especially like with all the different burns and things going on. It's interesting to see. I don't know if anybody's really burning any rares. I didn't see anybody burning any rares. I don't think anybody burned any rares. Definitely people are burning uncommons, though. Definitely some people are burning uncommons, but I don't think I've seen anybody burn any rares as part of the challenge. Yep. So on the high end, let's go back up here. Holy shit. Looks like people that had to burn that Morono are getting it back up there, or had to, buy it back at some point, right? And that was a tough one to burn at 250. There's only 172 left over. Sitting at 395 is a tough one. That's a tough one because 60 of them got burned, guys. So tough one. That's your bottleneck on the rares for Series 1. You also have RDA there. Another burn candidate. Chimmy was, used to be the big top dog of the rare set. But RDA, RDA is another one that got burned. People had to buy it back. And there's a lot of them owned, but it's one of, like I said before, it's one of those OG rares, one of the first ones, first dropped rares of S1 in that first pack. So probably in a lot of dead accounts, but yeah, it's pretty wild on the rares. And I'm gonna break down sets after this too. We're just going through the tiers here. So Take a look at our uncommons. I know we had a lot of $1 ones the last time I looked at this. All right. So it doesn't look like there's any $1 ones anymore. We got mostly $2, $2. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, I mean, not too many $2 either. How many total uncommons are there? 39. So 12, 16. Yeah, like about half and half. Half are $2, half are $3 or more. Some of them are more pricey. Some challenge rewards, some things we had to burn. Some things that Strike are holding still. Chaos, Pennington. I know Strike's holding some of these more expensive challenge rewards. They might be pack filler here with this Strikemas, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So yeah, it looks like towards the end of the year, people are either, and then with the burn going on too, people are trying to complete those sets. Fandom's pretty much all over the place, and it's really mint count based, but I'm just going to take a look at the most expensive ones here, because there's, starting at $3 you could get a fandom, because there's some that are minted over 1,000. But our highest one is Leon Edwards. Had to get burned. Had to get burned, so he's sitting at 150 post challenge. Yeah, he got burned pretty rough there. Cub was the bottleneck, is the bottleneck. At 239. Julio 295. But yeah, there's some pretty heavy hitters at the top of the fandom set, but it's another one that's pretty interesting because they stopped making these, and it's, series 1. So people that want to complete either multiples of these or get them done, it's going to be a little costly because a lot of them are sitting in some dead accounts. So, and our commons, which are, part of our big burn this week, I think there's still a lot of them for $1. Still plenty for $1 across the board. Still plenty for $1 on the commons. But we'll see as the next week goes by if a lot of these dollar ones are getting picked up or not. But I know there's cheaper on floaty for sure. But yeah, there's definitely plenty of dollar ones to go around for everybody. So commons are still $1. Commons are still $1. So quickly, let's get into some set stuff. So S0 common set. This is an interesting one, especially for commons. We got Kennedy and Ige and Lewis, all guys who have been burned to hell and back. Pretty wild. You got a 20,000 mint common sitting at $16. That's 20,000 mint common sitting at 15. But these guys have been used in challenges quite a bit. They've had to be burned quite a bit and are probably sitting in a lot of dead counts. So Kennedy and Ige are the most expensive ones. And then Derek Lewis was burned a few times. And I know just recently he was burned. But it's another one. Mr. Gone was burned. Morono was burned. Yep. So if these guys hit another burn challenge or something, it's tough. Yeah, legacy accounts, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that's the S0 commons. So S0 has commons and champions. Let's take a look at those champs. So the S0 champ set's probably the easiest one to collect because there's only 10 champions compared to S1. S1 has quite a few more. I think it's like 25 or 35 or something like that. 25-ish. So come on. Let's get those nice champ pictures here. All right. So your bottleneck or your big dog is Francis Ngannou for your S0 champ set. And your floor is Nunes at 490. Couple of them around that 500 range. But like I said, there's only 10. And these guys get rewarded exactly the same as somebody who has an S1 champ set. We could probably get into that real quick while we got the gold up. So our S1 champs, 25 total. And Khabib being the bottleneck at 2,000. We got Aljo, GSP, Connor Jones, Shogun, but there's quite a lot more here, right? Quite a lot more here at 25, 10 more champs. So, yep. So it's quite a lot more money for sure too, but it is rewarded exactly the same as an S0 champ set. So very interesting stuff there. 310 at the floor and then 2 Gs at the top. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them. About half of them are under $400. So definitely some good names though. Definitely some good names though in this this set. All right, S1. We'll continue on with S1. We'll look at those rares. S1 specific. Touched on a few of them already. But yeah, you got those three right there. The Chimmy, the Morono. I'm pretty sure at the bottom of S1, they're $5. $4 or $5 still. So S1 commons, there's plenty of $1 S1 commons, and that's pretty much it for S1. Now, S2, on the other hand, we got the uncommons we already went through. Let's take a look at, we did the epics already. Let's take a look at the champs. Do a quick mix shuffle here to get some new fresh pictures. There we go. Zhang Weili looks like Stipe Miocic. We got Islam. We got Zhang. Challenge rewards here. Jamal Hill was a burn requirement, so he went up pretty high because people had to burn him. So those are your top 3 on the S2 champs, but there's only 13 so far. We have DC on the horizon. So 14 total S2 champs so far. Well, this might be an interesting medium set to complete. You know, somebody doesn't want to do S1 and might be able to complete S2 a little bit easier. But got to figure out when are they going to close the set, and if that's the case, that it's going to be rewarded similarly as the other two. But sitting at 300 on the floor with Pantoja. Quite a few at 400 or less, like around that 400 and less mark. More than half of them less than 400. Got the Marab, Sphere, Poatan, Drickus. Some good names here for sure. But some guys that lost the belt too, like Loser. It's not really a loser, but he lost to Ilya. Still has the BMF though. Winner. She's been losing for a minute. Sean O'Malley lost. These guys are the active champs. He lost. She might lose. We'll see. We'll see. Oh yeah, Islam's sitting at 679. Top dog there. And let's just take a look at these S2 rares. So yeah, I was looking at them, and it was interesting. I was looking at them the other day, and I was like, what's the true bottleneck here? But there really isn't one. There really isn't one, because Strike is holding a lot of them, to be honest with you. Let's start at the top. So Allberg. So we got all these guys minted to 500. And it's kind of like inflated, I think, because if you click on them, there's only 209 out there, but, 291 in unopened packs. So the floodgates might open on some of these. And like I said, there's really no true bottleneck, really. I mean, you could say Allberg is because there's only 209 out there, but who knows? What if these Strikemas rewards have a lot more Allbergs in them? You don't know. You never know. And with the way people are burning, yeah, and they're all challenge rewards, every single one of them. Yeah, challenge rewards, every single one of them. So, and they're all minted to 500. So it's not like we got one that's 500 and one that's 520. Like we got a lot that are 500. So, yeah, it's gonna be an interesting set to see how it shakes up once all the dust settles. But because the prices are pretty wild. You go from $60. You got some teens here, 10s, 5s, 7s, 5s, 6s, a little bit of everything. 4s, 5s, 6, 7, like a little bit of everything. So yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how the dust settles once, a lot of these guys start getting distributed more. But as of now, if they hit a challenge or something, hey, more power to you. If you got a few extras. I know Molly McCann was sitting at $4,000 earlier in the weeks. They ran her up. But yeah. Yep. That's pretty much it on the sets. So can you pull up the blog again? They didn't put any percentage on what you can pull today. Let's take a look. Alrighty. No percentages here that I see. Nope. No pack contents either. No pack contents either. So, yep. I think it's going to all depend on the final count. Once the final count's there, then they'll tell us what's going to be put in the packs and so on and so forth. I'm sure we'll get one of those spreadsheets right after that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. On the burn challenge and the marketplace update and strike in general. But let's talk about, 2024, I gotta say, 2024 was not too bad for Strike. Granted, we didn't really have too many pack drops. There definitely has been some lapses in communication. But I can definitely say that the challenges have been a lot better over the last 6-7 months. A lot more engaging. We get to see a lot more market movement. And I think, I don't know, we'll see what comes in 2025. It'll be really interesting to see. I know there's been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of talk about, different things that are on the horizon. So we'll see if anything comes to fruition. But yeah, I gotta say, the challenges have definitely turned around. Will be interesting to see if we do. I know they have mentioned we will probably be getting a pack drop soon, but I don't know. I don't know. I think we could have used one maybe a month or two ago, but I don't know. I don't know. Problem is, there is still some glaring issues. Not gonna sugarcoat it. Not gonna give them 100% pass for 2024. Uh, got to keep it real. Got to keep it 100 as I always do. Gotta get this whole reward distribution situation fixed, timely manner. Like, I don't know what the hell the holdup is, why it takes so long for rewards to drop. But like we're sitting on like 2-3 months now of like moments we've been waiting on to get airdropped, and what's the deal? What's the deal with that? We still need a challenge builder. We still need website upgrades. We still need to be able to sort our collection with more tiers or filters and different things via the website. Because honestly, that's the main bread and butter. If the website was user friendly, if the UI was easy, if there was a challenge builder, I think we have a lot more engagement, not just from maybe like that people that don't even check it anymore, but like, there's a lot of people cross platform here on the Flow network, Flow blockchain, as I've been branching out and talking to people at Floaty and Beta and things like that. A lot of people are fight fans, man. A lot of people are fight fans. And these guys got dapper. These guys got everything ready to go. And if we just had more of a easier user experience, I think it would do wonders. And I think that's really where a lot of the resources should be put towards. But that's my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt, or take it as gospel, if you will. Doesn't matter to me. uh, well, let's see what the boys are saying. Hopefully, Series 3 drops January, start of Q2 2025. It's not hard. Yeah, I agree. Like, based on how things are going, I mean, 15 sounds like a good number to end it at. Maybe start Series 2 when the UFC starts towards the end, or that first pay-per-view in January, that massive card. I like that. I like that. What do you mean it wasn't wise? I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, brother. Let's get Rob on the show, then we could break bread or whatever you say. Yeah, Rob's always welcome. He knows. He knows. Even though he's a Lions fan, and God damn it. Fucking Bears. God damn it. I'm happy for the Lions, but at least they better beat the shit out of the Packers, bro. That's one thing I could say I have in common with a Lions fan is I hate Packers just as much as the next Lions fan. So, yep, 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 yep. Yes, so there definitely was a few little tidbits dropped here and there. So there was mention of a Tapuria and a Shara Bullet double back fist. There were plans for that in a future drop, but there was no timeline or date set. Maybe it's set for Series 3. Maybe it's a best of 2024. Series 3 starts off with a best of 2024 action drop. Who knows? Who knows? That would be pretty cool. Just came to my mind, but um, let's see what else we got. About to go into Dollar General and see if they have UFC Tops packs. They probably don't. Tupuria Champ, Sharp Bullet, GameStop, usually has packs. These guys are talking about buying packs. Epic is a must of the platform is to survive. Yeah, okay, buddy. We need the Bilal champ first, homie. Don't forget to hit that TFSP in the chat. But yeah, that's pretty much Strike, man. I hope they really invest those resources into challenge builder, just making things easier for the collector, because if you build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come. It's a tried and true statement that has withstanded time itself. If you build it, they will come. Build it properly. How are we looking on the burns? We're at 50%. This thing is still trickling along here. But I'm only on Christmas Eve, bro. Looks like people were burning heavy the last few, like while they were off. Holy shit. It's taking forever. I was hoping to get a closer count before the end of the show, but oh well, right? Shit happens. Shit happens. I'll keep running it. I'll post the update once it finishes, maybe later. And so that's pretty much everything on the strike. Hopefully 2025 brings about some much better things. I hope they get the website. Dude, if they get a challenge builder, it would be a game changer. Absolute game changer for the platform. Absolute game changer. I'm telling you. And to see that somebody like Crip put this whole website together, bro, in his own time. Come on, bro. Hire the guy. Give the guy some money. Let him fix our website a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying, Mr. Battle? Well, that's that. All right. UFC 2025. We still have another couple weeks here till we get a fight. January 11th is the next fight card, and it is a Apex fight night. Dern versus Amanda Hebas, number 2. So they've been adding some stuff to this card, actually. So it's, I mean, at first glance, you're like, yeah, I don't know. You got Ponzi versus Harris. You got Almeida versus El Razak El Hassan. That's a pretty good fight right there. This is that kickboxer dude. Chris Curtis versus Roman Kopylov. Apparently, Curtis found Roman Kopylov sending spies to his camp. It'll be interesting to see that. Rodriguez versus newcomer Bashi. I think he had somebody else was supposed to fight him, and this kid's coming in off of short notice, undefeated prospect. Soriano versus Euros Medic. That's a good fight right there. Some good ones, man. Ihor coming to get knocked out. Gustafsson is on the prelims against Parsons. That's Gustafsson's brother. Ashmouth. That's what they call them, Ashmouth. Interesting card. So that's the 11th. And then after that, we got UFC 311, Intuit Dome, California, Inglewood, California. Banger alert. Islam versus Armin for the lightweight championship as your main event. Marab versus Umar as your co-main for the bantamweight strap. You got Jiri Prohashka versus Jamal Hill, possibly, trying to get their name in there, the hat, to get another crack at Poatan. We got Benil versus Renato Moicano. Money Moik. sitting at a minus 200. Probably retires Beneil Dariush. Holland versus Renier de Ritter. I like it. I like it. It's a big fight for de Ritter. I'll be interested to see how he does against a guy like Holland. Very, very, very fun main card. And the prelims and the early prelims are just as insane. You got Walker versus Goose Golf. You got Talbot versus Barcelos. You got Jaelton versus Spivak. Zachary Reese versus Cedric Dumas. Grant Dawson versus Diego Ferreira. Rosa versus Eileen Perez. Rinya Nakamura versus Muin Gafarov. Like these are fucking bangers, dude. These are all bangers. Tercios versus Sopa. And Ulanbekov. Tagir Ulanbekov versus Carpenter. Absolutely stacked card, guys. From head to toe. Should be fireworks. That's going to be a pay-per-view. That's going to be one to live up to, right? Going throughout the whole year. If this card, like on paper, looks like it's going to be insane, right? And if it turns out to be as insane as it looks, all the cards after this are going to be tough to live up to it. You know what I'm saying? But man, that's how you start off the year. That's how you start off the year with the first pay-per-view. And then I believe that's pretty much it till February, guys. That's it till February. So in February, they go to Saudi Arabia. So that is pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I got the TFSP to run in the chat. Do not forget to type it in because we're going to run the last two names here. Going to give away 2 rares. And then, yeah, we'll call it. Also, I gotta show you guys what we're going to give away the rest of the year in Discord. I'm going to give you guys a chance to get these last TFSPs in. So we'll get you covered. Going once, going twice. Sold. Good luck, everybody. First name is Steve. Steve L008. I don't remember what his Discord name is, but I know he's in Discord. So make sure you DM me in Discord. My man, congratulations. Next one. Here we go. Good luck. There it is. My man Terminator. That's what's up. Congrats, brother. Father figure. Congratulations, my man. Congratulations. I know his name is the same in Discord. But yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out, man. I know there's going to be poker today. Ifra's going to set it up. And then I am going to be wrapping up the year in Discord with some giveaways. So you guys already seen I have one more of these Steamroller autographs I got to give away. Got that. But these last giveaways are going to require some rolls in Discord. So you might have it already. But we're going to give away this Khabib Funko Pop. And we still have that I haven't given away yet. The Sweet Dreams, Jamal Hill, autograph shorts from my boy Recoil. Got to give those away too. So, those will be coming in Discord. All physical items. Maybe we'll throw in some strike stuff. I don't know. We'll see. All physical items though. We're gonna get them. You know, we'll see. But you might need to have a special roll to get a hold of one or the other ones, depending on how I feel. So we'll see. But keep your eye out for that holiday giveaway channel. That's where I'll be posting them. That's pretty much it, folks. Hope everybody has a great and blessed new year. And hopefully, we'll see what Strike's got in store for us. But until then, I'm out. See you next time, y'all. Peace.
The guy named Diddley had a dream so big it made him feel all giddy. He loved UFC, the fights and the thrills, so he started a podcast to share all the chills. Oh, Diddley's on the mic with the final strike, talking UFC, NFTs all night. From the octagon to the blockchain, he's got the hype. Tune in, listen up, it's the final strike. Break down the fights, every punch and kick, analyze the moves, every trick and flick, comparing each fighter, their strengths and flaws. Diddley's insights would leave you in awe. Oh, Diddley's on the mic with the final strike, talking UFC, NFTs all night. From the octagon to the blockchain, he's got the hype. Tune in, listen up, it's the final strike. Every punch and kick, analyze the moves, every trick and flick, comparing each fighter, their strengths and flaws. Diddley's insights will leave you in awe. Oh, Diddley's on the mic with the final strike, talking UFC, NFTs all night. From the octagon to the blockchain, he's got the hype. Tune in, listen up, it's the final strike. NFTs and fighters, a digital blend. Diddley's got the scoop, he's always on trend. From rare collectibles to the latest bout, the Final Strike podcast, there's never a doubt. From afar they gather around for Diddley's insights, the best in town. With every episode his fame would grow. The Final Strike podcast, the ultimate show. Even when the market's tough and times are lean, Diddley's resilience shines, he's always keen. Through highs and lows he stands his ground. In the world of UFC he's renowned. Oh, Diddley's on the mic with the final strike, talking UFC, NFTs all night. From the octagon to the blockchain, he's got the hype. Tune in, listen up, it's the final strike. Podcast dream, bringing UFC and NFTs to the mainstream. With every word he lights up the night. The Final Strike podcast shining so bright.